Suns trail by 15. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Amir Johnson. C.J. Miles is out there with Miller. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Lopez in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Oh, Quinn can't hit.
Not really sure about that athletic.
Yeah. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
The pass to Crowder. Off target with his three. Nets leading by 17. From deep, Gay. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
There's a good screen. Oh, Quinn in the post. Johnson on him. And the jam by Ajinça.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
They swipe it. Pass to Crowder. Here is Bayless. He's covered by Gay. The shot's good from Bayless.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Johnson the screen. Lopez sets a screen for Miller. The feed to Johnson. And now the Suns a fast break. And the foul called on Andre Miller. That's foul number 2 for him. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Crowder, the pass to Quinn.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Nets leading by 16. Miles, that's good.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Here's the screen. Nice job coming off that screen. That's 10 points here for Beal.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And here's Miles outside. Rebounded by Ajinça. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Beal with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Ajinça. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Pass to Crowder. Beal, that's for 2. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Miles dishes to Lopez. Johnson the screen. Off the screen. Lopez, no luck.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
So it's Phoenix now, down by 15. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
Lopez a screen. Shot clock at 6. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there. And it's now 23 points for Gay. Talking about Jared Bayless, some thought he would be a star when he first entered the NBA, and he certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift, you need a spark offensively, you go see Jared. A slight rebound advantage for them, one more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Here's Ajinça. Lays it up and banks it in. Nets leading by 15. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Timeout called, the Suns. Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Noel's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Porzingis comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Kevin Martin, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jared Bayless. And Beal kicks it over to Schroeder. It's Beal on the wing. From deep. Miller grabs the miss.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Lopez drives in. It's deflected. Miller kicks to Gay. For the three. That is good.
Rudy Gay.
Gay's got 10 points in just the second half. Suns trail by 20. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Johnson. Porzingis can't hit. Nets leading by 20. Gay outside.
It's still pretty early to judge, but so far the 2014 draft class has lived up to the hype. The top guys were as good as promised, and a lot of talent down later in the draft as well.
Passes it to Porzingis. Beal gets a wide open look. Beal with another miss. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Rudy Gay on the wing. Good, and Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 7th assist here tonight. With the 2014 draft class, Clark, it was so hyped up, a lot of teams probably didn't care that they were losing some games at the end of the year as they themselves were testing some younger players on their roster.
Yeah, agree with you wholeheartedly there. And you look at the guys from that class, many of them have star potential.
Fades. And it's Noel missing.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And here's Miller outside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Inside. Here's Porzingis. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14. Nets leading by 23. Lopez a screen. Feeds it to Gay. Out left to the wing. Miles, that's for two. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about it is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
Brooklyn's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And a new group in for the Nets. Sacre is checked in for Lopez. Bargnani comes in for Johnson. Miller's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's DeRozan in for C.J. Miles. And it's Miller penetrating. Here's Sacre. And too long on the shot.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
No good from Grant. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-6 run. Miller with a wide open look. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. And Bayless kicks to Jefferson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Grant. The 3.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
And DeRozan. Here we go. And he gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 9 points here in the second half.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Brooklyn.
But Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to him.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Rudy Gay. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Nick Calathes, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Now Bayless. Outside Jefferson. He dishes it to Grant. There's the 3. Second shot opportunity. And the layup good by Jefferson.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Miller outside. He kicks to Calathes. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Shot's good from Bargnani.
And the fans already heading for the exits. Clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kelly.